name is Shamina binti Abdul Wahab. Today I would like to explain to you about the mode of competition. So stay tuned. Okay, first thing first, let me know about the competition first. All the organisms in the ecosystem have that some effect on every other organism in that ecosystem. Also, any resource in any ecosystem exists only in a limited supply. When these two conditions apply jointly, there is where competition takes place. Okay, what we might know is all the species in the ecosystem will interact in a different way. Interaction can be positive, negative, or natural. We take a look about the type of competition. Competition have three types of competition, which is the first one is interference, second one is the intraspecific, and the third one, which is the last one, is interspecific. The first one is the interference. It involves directly aggressive interaction between two individuals. When the individual interfere with foraging, survival, reproduction of other by directly preventing their physical establishment in the proportion of the habit. It also called direct competition. For example, we can look at the picture that the male-male competition in the red deer during the ride. You clear about the interference mode, I would like to give you another example, which is you can see that the presence of the barnacle in the rock. Presence of barnacle in the rock is to prevent any other barnacle from occupying the same position, even though the supply of the food of the position may exceed the requirement of the several barnacle. In such cases, space can be seen as the resource in limited supply. Now, let me move to the intraspecific. Intraspecific is the competition between two members of the same species. This type of competition is a basic factor in a natural selection. It leads to the evolution in the better adaptation within two species. For example, we can look at the picture. Two male birds of the same species might be compete for the mates in the same area. The characteristic of the intraspecific competition. The ultimate effect is decreased contribution of individual to the next generation. Second one is the resource must be limited supply. Competing individuals are all essentially equivalent. And the last one is the effect of any individual increase with increasing number of competitors. Now here we come to the last but not least, the type of the competition, which is the interspecific. As we know that intraspecific is the competition between members from the same species, but it opposite from the interspecific. Interspecific is the competition between different species compete for the same resource in the ecosystem. However, it can be violent if the competing species are similar, but remember, it's never as strong as the intraspecific competition. Foreigners have been researched about the interaction in the interspecific competition, which is have 6 interaction in the interspecific, which is the first one is consumption competition. Occurs when the individual of one species inhabit another species by consuming a share of resource. The second is preemptive competition. Occurs primarily among cellulose organisms, where the competition by one individual preclude establishment or occupation by others. The third one is chemical competition. Chemical growth inhibited by toxin released by individual inhibit or kill other species. For example, is the sunflower. The fourth one is the territorial competition, result from the behavioral exploitation of other by species space that defends as the territory. Fifth one is the overgrowth competition, which is occur when the one organism literally grow over another with or without physical contact, inhibiting access to the some essential resource. And the last one is the encounter competition, which is when non-territorial meeting between individual negatively affect one or both participant species, male, female. So this is the end of the video, I guess. So in this topic, we know that interaction have three interaction, which is positive, negative, and natural interaction. And there are three types of the interaction competition, which is interference, intraspecific, and interspecific. Now let me tell you the trick how to different between intraspecific and interspecific. Intraspecific, we can look at the word intra, which is A, and A equal to the same. So we can know that the intraspecific is the competition between the same species, and the intra, which is ER, and we can spell different, have the word ER. So we know that the interspecific is the competition between different species, competition between different species. So I guess that's the end of the video. There are sum up from the mode of competition. That's all for me. Thank you for watching.